in the game. This is a top 15 matchup featuring Big Ten versus ACC. Conferences with a long shared history on the hardwood and new-look lineups in football. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Breaks an open space. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Shotgun formation here on third down. And that catch is hauled in. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
And that run produces a decent gain. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. The big tight end will not be denied. What a play.
What a great example of why this tight end is one of the top tight ends in college football. This guy's got great speed, but he also has the power to be able to break through those arm tackles and take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum at the scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember last time, on 4th down, it got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Gets the first and still running. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? That's a design quarterback keeper. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10.
That's going to be enough for the first down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
It's a quick route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. He hands it to the back. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Back to throw. It's Russell. It's a short completion of the tight end. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking for some space. It's Hill. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Powers through the tackle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Running back with the football. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The offense will stay on the field with his 4th down attempt. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Tries to get it to the running back. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Wants to throw it. Defense is coming after him. The senior calls his own number and picks up the 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He escapes the pocket. Hurdles over the defender.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He fires it down the middle. Catch made, way down to the 25.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Looking right, this one caught. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that track route and picks up a 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Russell. On the move now. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do with this placement in the field. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Design quarterback run. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Ready, set. Gaucho. Set. Ready.
Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Way too much speed in that play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. To throw, it's Russell. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. We'll try to run it with the option. Breaks free. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, it's great to see the old traditional option executed to perfection. The running back knew right where to be, didn't panic when the ball was headed his way, and then once he got into space, it was smooth sailing all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled, but 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Pressure is coming. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Bringing it out, it's Jones. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Finds his man. It's Jones. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Russell. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, tied. This offense really clicking.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll run it here. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's running out of time here. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. To throw, it's Russell. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's going to take off. They chase him down. They tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives them a chance.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Pressure is coming. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
An important 3rd down play coming up. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. He fires downfield. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. Oh, and they'll trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Man, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Very close to being able to come through here for this first down to keep this drive alive. But late in the game, not getting the first down, I think this one's all but over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Grinding away with a running game. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets them up 1st down from the 31. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. One last shot incomplete, but they wrap up the victory. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This